We are at MetroFlex Gym here in Tampa, or Brandon, or both. If you're in the area, you'll need to come check it out. All right, I have kind of an idea of what we're gonna do, but we're probably gonna make it up as it goes. All right. First, most important place when you go to a gym is the bathroom, because the pre-workout hits. So we're gonna do that.
Yep.
Alex, aka your vegan mentor, your vegan mentor one, the one and only. He's gonna jump in with me today. That's gonna do two things. One, this is gonna be a great workout for him. Two, I'm gonna be able to watch some things that he does that I might forget about myself and be able to relay those critiques back to him, which also relays it back to you guys. So I forgot my headphones, so we'll all get to listen to the same music. They actually play pretty good music here, so that's fine. We're gonna start off, we're gonna do delts. Side delts, rear delts, and then bis and tris. So to start us off, I'm gonna do some side delts. That's what most people need more. Me, I actually have pretty decent rear delts, like from a bodybuilding perspective, but everybody could always be wider. So I like this machine here. It's been a little while since I've done these, and basically, this is how we're gonna start. It's kind of gonna be our warm-up, but we're gonna do like 2 working sets. And then we're gonna do 2 more working sets with a partial drop set. So I'll show how that looks once we get there. Basically, what you wanna keep in mind here is the positioning of your hands, your elbows, and your delts. If you were to, per se, like walk really far back, bend your arms a lot, and do this, you're getting a lot of front delt work here. Hands out in front of you, using your front delt. So I try to like walk almost into the machine, keep my arms pretty straight, drive my hands out to the side as if I'm trying to like touch a wall that's really far away from me. I don't want my hands in close, I want them out far. So, and then the other big thing for these is, of course, your body wants to help. You can always use your lower back and bend your knees and jump up. You know, a lot of people do that, but another thing, when people are trying to hit their side delts, they will overcompensate and shrug here. So this isn't a shrug. The machine shouldn't be coming out and shrugging up at the top. You want to use your delts throughout the whole range of motion. If that means you got to drop it a little bit lighter to make that happen, that might be what you have to do. So far we're looking really solid here. The goal, again, I can see it firing, is to hit this rear delt, or this side delt right here. It's very easy to bring in bigger muscle groups like traps or lower back into play here. So it's another reason I kind of like to start with one of these machines. It just really locks your form in, a little bit less wiggle room versus a dumbbell or something like that. So, oh wait, stop it guys. I didn't start the workout on my watch, so we got to start all over again. Okay. Good. Coming out wide like you're touching a wall. All right, and that's all we got. All right, good deal, good deal. All right, so we're gonna do like a reverse ladder here. This is something, again, we're trying to have like a quicker workout. We're gonna start light on side raises, so light is relative. For me, 10 pounds. I'm gonna do 8 reps. I'm gonna go up by 5 pounds. I'm gonna do 8 reps, go up by 5 pounds. 8 reps, up by 5 pounds. I'm gonna do that until I fail. Then I'm gonna go take a break, and I'm gonna come back and probably hit 2 working sets with whatever weight I failed at.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's do it.
Straighten your arms more. I think you can. And if it's too heavy, we can drop a little lighter and straighten them with a lighter weight. Let's do that. Let's go something a little lighter. Right. Grab the 5s.
5s.
Leave your ego at the door. Let's train your delts. Straighten your arms. Still got a bend. There you go. There you go. I really want you to focus on driving through the elbow. Yep. So next, I'm going to start off with some rear delts. For these, I do like to have the handles pretty high here. I want them at least in line with your rear delts. They can even be a little bit higher. If you come down lower, if you set up low, it's actually more of like a rowing motion. Look where my elbow is. It's going to be using my lat to pull it back. Because if my elbow's high, I can use my rear delts to pull me back. So I really like to lean hard into the pad. Take your hands, you don't want them in close. Pretty much anytime we're training delts, we want to have that wide sweeping arc, not in tight super hard. So punch my hands out and drive out until wherever I get a really strong contraction. I could go like way back here as far as the machine goes, but I don't necessarily feel it more there. So don't have to overextend on the way back. So I'm gonna literally lean into this machine, try and spread my arms as far as I can, and use my rear delts to make all of this happen. Going for a big stretch here at the bottom, at least as close as I can get to where the weight's touching. And again, straight arms here, because look at this, I'm like fully locked out here, as stretched as I can get. But if I do this, that takes away so much of that stretch. I feel it here, I don't really feel anything here. So keep those hands away from you. Ooh. Ah. And they're safe to take to failure, so might as well take them to failure. Good contraction to the back, control the negative. Good. It works, sir. I think that was it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Normally I do recommend like finding failure. Sometimes you hit a rep that's like pretty good indication that that's gonna be it.
Yeah, you know that you can't push one more.
And we're early on, it wasn't your last set, so typically I'm gonna ask you to go find that rep, but I think based on the speed of that last one, that was a good time to cut it off. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, good. 8, 9, you got one more? Drive. Nope, we found failure. You kind of look like all blacked out and dark and ominous, but you actually read your shirts and your hat. It's all like
animal kindness.
Animal things.
All animal things.
See, I gotta dress like the rainbow or the unicorn, otherwise.
You're the bodybuilding unicorn, of course.
Otherwise people think I look scary. Actually, apparently according to Reddit, I look scary even like this, but some people are pussies and they just can't handle it, so.
Nice.
Found failure on that one.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right. So, you guys all know the rear delt drop set of death. Not going to be doing that today, but if you want to check it out, it's on my channel. We're just going to do basically the same thing. Rear delt swings, just one set. I already hit rear delts on other days. The goal will be something around 50 reps. So pick weight accordingly. Really what we want to do here is just do like the shortened position, this little bit here. It's going to do two things. One, we're going to use our rear delts in a position that allows us to move a lot of weight. I can move a ton of weight here, can't really move a whole lot of weight up here. And then two, by being at this angle on the bench with a heavy dumbbell, it is going to pull us down into the ground and create a bit of an extra stretch. I really want you to keep your chest driven into the pad. We're not doing like back extension rear delt swings, we're doing rear delt swings. So I'm gonna grab, I think 50 pounds will be pretty challenging for me. I am gonna use straps. I recommend you use straps. If you don't, you're probably holding yourself back grip wise. So go for straps and let's hop in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, you got 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good.
Thank God I didn't do 15. You got it, John. 10 more. Yes, sir. Nice. Dude,
Shoulders is wrapped up, so now we're gonna move on over to biceps and triceps. Goal here really right now is just to go ahead and get some blood pumped up into our biceps. I'm not trying to hit any PRs or do anything like with too much crazy weight. So we're making do with what we got. We don't have an incline bench, but we're gonna kind of create one here off this shoulder press bench. We're gonna do single arm supinated curls sitting. I want you to really focus on the stretch at the bottom. Start with your weaker arm. Once you fail, you're immediately gonna stand up and do alternating dumbbell hammer curls. So it's kind of a 2-in-1 here. Standing is gonna allow you to use a little bit of cheating. Hammer curls are easier than supinated curls, so we've effectively created a mechanical drop set. We're not going to drop the weight, but we're just going to make the exercise a little bit easier.
One more, you're there. We're really making sure to get a good stretch at the bottom of every rep here. 4,
Notice how controlled he is. Just keeping it nice and slow, not running through it. You want to be careful on anything with preacher curls where you get a really high degree of stretch. If you go too fast, you're going to create too much torque, too much tension. Biceps are already tight, you're really going to be primed to get injured. But if you do it nice and slow like this, it should be relatively safe. And that stretch and that negative is where we grow way more than ever than with a concentric. We're gonna finish off with some close grip push-ups. I want y'all to comment below who you think's gonna give more. I could be surprised. I don't know how many I'm gonna
I feel like noodles. So.
I'm gonna do it on my thumb because it's better for my wrist. You can do it however you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Close.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna do it together.
Alright.
Alright. 1, 2, all the way down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's slow it down a little bit. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, get on your knees. Keep them going, keep them going.
No. Wow. I haven't done knee push-ups in a long time. Go, John, go. You got it, you got it.
Yeah. All right.
Nice work.
Oh, nice work. I'm glad we tried something different. I don't really want to do triceps, so we did that. All right, guys, so this is kind of what I might do if my schedule gets weird and I have to do shoulders and arms on the same day. You guys can follow along at home, or really maybe at the gym. Let me know what y'all want to see next. This is your vegan mentor. He is one of the coolest people on the planet, so make sure you go follow him on Instagram. Maybe one day he'll have a YouTube channel. So the front double.
Sure. All right, ready? My arms are shaking.